Glory be to Jesus, and welcome to the Friday's Voice from Zion. This is a powerful message that you should not miss out. Listen up to the very end and also share with others. So we are continuing still with the topic of redemption. We are digging down to see exactly what Jesus have done for us by dying for us. One thing you must know is the man has fallen. He was a perfect in creation. How God created a person, He created a person who's perfect like God. That's why in the fall in the Garden of Eden, when a man sinned against God, what happened there is a man lost the glory. A man lost that nature when he was created like God. Then the person was supposed to be restored back to that glory, was supposed to be taken back. Now, every sin must be paid for. Every prisoner must get out of prison by a fine or a payment. Otherwise, the person must pay by staying in prison. When a person sinned, he was imprisoned into sin. He was made a slave of sin. Not a slave of the devil, a slave of sin. And that made him to be distanced, to be taken away from God. Because even if in our nature, if you find a person who is imprisoned, is taken from his beloved ones, his family, his friends, is isolated. So does when a person sinned. The person was isolated from God, his family, and then was imprisoned in sin. It grieved God when a person whom he loved is in sin. So the person was supposed to be redeemed out, was supposed to be. There must be a payment that must be paid to replace or to satisfy the judgment that imprisoned man. There was no money that was able to pay for a human fall. There was no silver, there was no gold that was able to pay for the fine, for the judgment of human being due to sin. To redeem him out or to redeem her out of prison. There was no amount of money was able to pay for that. You see, some people speak of the devil. The devil is not the issue here. The issue is sin. The devil is just a deceiver, a manipulator. But the real issue here is sin. And what imprisoned a person is sin. And what brought the wrath of God is sin. What separated a human being from God is sin. The problem is sin. Then the question is, how shall a person be taken out of prison of sin? A payment must be done. And the payment was not supposed to be silver. was not supposed to be gold. No amount of money was able to pay. Not even any exchange found on the earth that God can give to redeem human being from sin. So human beings were just supposed to be redeemed by blood. Only the blood that was able to redeem a person from sin. Now, in the whole earth, God tried to use the blood of animals to redeem a human being from sin. But even that one was not worthy, was not qualified, was not enough to redeem a person from sin. Was not able to wash away the judgment. That's why every year, they were supposed to kill an animal. They're supposed to kill goats. They're supposed to kill cattle. They're supposed to kill sheep, just to cover, just to pay for their sin as a redemption. It was not pleasing God, because sin were not taken away, sin were not accounted for by the blood of goats and blood of sheep and blood of cattle. So God has decided and asked in heaven, because sin was requiring blood. Some people say, why didn't he kill the devil? The devil can't have a blood that can redeem people. So God asked in heaven, he asked them, who should I send to go to the earth to redeem them? Heaven was quiet. No one was answering this question, because a person to be sent there should die, because what is required is the blood. Then God says, God the Son, who is Jesus, said, Father, send me. It moved God. It made him to move with love toward his Son for giving himself as a redemption for the people. Jesus came. He came on the earth. He have worn the clothing of a slave, a body, and then he suffered the suffering we are suffering on the earth. And then, but he kept the word of his Father to die. He carried his mission. He gave himself to die. And finally, he died, and his blood was shed on the cross of Calvary. And the assurance came to us that our redemption was complete as he was risen from the dead. The fact that he is risen is a proof that our redemption has been accepted in heaven. And everything was finished. And now it is just you and I. If we believe in this Lamb of God, if we believe in the Son of a living God, then definitely we will receive life. We will receive life and be restored back to glory. sin now is no longer a problem. The prison of sin is no longer a problem unless if we want to stay in prison. But if we want to be free from sin, then the redemption is already complete. The work is already finished. The work is already finished. The work is already finished. So the Lord's work is finished. Now it's just for you and for me, my brother, that we believe in Jesus, that we believe in the Lamb of God, that our sin, our lawless deed, our iniquity might be washed away, that we may be able to be liberated out of that prison of sin and live for God and God alone. Yes, that is His will. When we surrender to Him as the Lamb of God that took away the sin of man, as a redemption of the people of the earth, whoever believes in Him will not die, will not perish, but will have everlasting life. This is it. As you're celebrating Passover, take note of this, that you are not celebrating a mere event. You're not celebrating a mere celebration, just a commemoration. This is life. This is life. See, the life of God came down from heaven to attend to you, to liberate you from slavery of sin and death, which is a punishment for the sin. This was a life sentence. Sin causes a life sentence. That's why run from the wrath that is coming for you. Run from that wrath that is coming for you, and you shall receive life. God bless you. God keep you. See you again next Friday.